Hi, my name is Alex Hooker, and today I'll be presenting on Tyler Hansbrough. Everyone in here has something that they love to do, and all of us want to be the best at what we love to do. Now imagine getting to do what you love and showing your competitiveness on national television since you were 18 years old. Tyler Hansbrough did this and showed us all what it means to be a competitor. Tyler Hansbrough has been my favorite basketball player since I was 9 years old, and I continue to follow his career today. Tyler Hansbrough played and continues to play the sport he loves at the highest level in the world, and he is involved in some of the most unforgettable games in basketball history. Tyler comes from a very athletic family growing up. Immediately, Tyler's family saw the athletic ability that he had. In 4 years at Poplar Bluff High School, he led his team to 2 state titles. And his dad is known to quote, when we were at a state tournament, you could rob a bank and nobody would know because the whole town was there watching Tyler. By leading his team to 2 state championships, Tyler was heavily recruited at a high school by all major schools, including basketball powerhouse, the University of North Carolina. If you're recruited by the University of North Carolina, then you know you're a highly skilled basketball player. The university has notched 6 NCAA national titles and has produced some of the best NBA basketball players in history. To name a few, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, James Worthy. In his freshman season at the University of North Carolina, Tyler Hansbrough became ACC Freshman of the Year. Also in that conference, in the ACC, there's Duke. Duke is Carolina's biggest rival and arguably is one of the biggest rivalries in sports. On March 4th of 2007, while playing the Blue Devils, Tyler showed us all what he was about. In that game, one of Duke's players came down on Tyler, forcing his face to the floor and breaking his nose. With a bloody nose, Tyler arose and went to the free throw line, shot his free throws, and continued to play the game. This and many other instances earned him the nickname Psycho T. In 2007-2008 season, Tyler became National Player of the Year. He averaged 23 points per game and 9 rebounds per game. In his senior year, Tyler broke North Carolina's all-time scoring record, surpassing the 30-year-old mark set by Phil Ford. Later on in that same season, he became the all-time points leader for the ACC, the nation's best basketball conference in the country. In 2009, in his last season as a Tar Heel, he finally became a national champion, something that he had been working for since he was 5 years old. Just a year later, in 2010, while playing in the NBA, his number was retired, and it still hangs today in the rafters in the Dean Dome. Today I'm wearing his jersey, number 50, which was a storybook ending for Tyler's basketball career in North Carolina. By being so dominant in college, Tyler earned himself a top spot in the first round of the NBA draft, being drafted 13th overall by the Indiana Pacers. In his first year, he averaged 9 points and 5 rebounds per game, far from the high expectations that had been placed around him by everyone. In his second year in the league, he averaged 11 points and 5 rebounds per game. Sadly, this was the best stats that he would ever record in the NBA season. By playing a total of 6 years in the NBA for the Raptors, Pacers, and a season with the Hornets, physical play throughout his entire career put his body through a lot and eventually took its toll. With the NBA style of play changing to smaller guards who can shoot threes, big and physical players like Tyler Hansbrough were slowly forced out of the league. Tyler's physicalness had earned him a spot in the best basketball league in the world. But now with the NBA changing and him being plagued with injuries, he was slowly losing his spot in the league. No longer able to keep up with the guys in the NBA and not able to adapt his game to the current style of the NBA, Tyler headed overseas to the CBA, the Chinese Basketball Association. In China, Tyler has found great success, averaging 32 points and 12 rebounds in the CBA, and he continues to play today. Tyler even has a podcast with the former Blue Devil, Gerald Henderson, who actually took him to the floor and broke his nose back in 2007. We may not all be diving into the bleachers or bleeding all over the place on a day-to-day basis, but it should be a goal of ours to live with the passion and intensity that Tyler Hansbrough plays with.